Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name of Tlotlo, and I would like to give you guys a warm welcome back into my YouTube channel, Tutorials Program, where we inspire students to achieve greatness through the mirror learning. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to click on that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our future content. And then also, if this video is helpful to you guys, I would very much appreciate if you would just give the video a like. That's the least you could do for me, as I am doing for you guys by making this video. So the least you could do is to simply like the video so that I know that I am making an impact or a difference at least in your lives. Yeah, so please do like the video if ever this video is helpful to you guys, and please share the video with others who you think might find this video helpful. So without wasting any more of your time, let's jump straight into today's video. So today we'll be focusing on our computerized financial systems, the 2023 question paper. So many asked me to do this question paper. On my previous video I was doing offset, so I would have continued with that question paper, but then they said I should focus on this because it's a bit tricky. So yeah, hence why we are here today. So we are doing this question paper, so I'll be moving back and forth between our pastel here and also our question paper. Yes, so this is our instructions. You need to read carefully through the instructions before you start your exam. And then our instructions, okay, it's fine. So the most important instruction that I'm looking for is this instruction here, which is instruction number 6, where they're telling us how to set up your company perimeter setup. So let's do that quickly. So as you can read, this is the step you need to follow if you don't know how to do this already. This is the steps you need to follow. I will be doing the very same thing, but then the only difference is that I won't be moving back and forth. So if I'm speaking too fast on this video, because people tend to say I speak too fast, I want to wrap up the introduction quickly so that we can get straight into what we need to do for the day. So on the company perimeter, just be sure, if you don't know how to do it already, just follow the steps. I will be following the steps, but then I won't be coming back and forth to the question paper to see what we are actually doing. So where are we? Company perimeter setup. So what you need to do, you need to say setup, and then you say company perimeter. Say company perimeter, and then something like this will appear, which is our what do you call this? Our password. Yes, and then I've entered my password, and then what's next? Okay, and then you just click here on the name, and then you say Control Shift T. So you press all those 3 at once. So yeah, Control Shift T, and then something like this will appear, and then this is where you write in your examination number and the computer that you're sitting on. So but then for now, I'll just write my name there, so just like that, and then I'll say okay. So if you can see here, it says Sage Pastel. After I say okay here, now the name of my company will change to Tlotlo. So each and every printout that I'll be making using this pastel, it will contain my name. So yeah, before you do anything, make sure to start with that. And then moving back to our question paper. Okay, so we were doing section A, question 1. This, which is CT Paint and Tool CC, and then in bracket they say Paint, which is our company name. As you can see, I'm already on Paint. Okay, so they're telling us everything concerning the Paint, and then the same Paint is registered for VAT and pays on buy. Okay, so Paint is registered for VAT, and then the financial year runs from 1 March 2024 to 28 February 2025. So this is our financial year, our financial period, actually, not our financial period. And then you are requested to complete the setup of perimeter as shown under the additional perimeter setup. Thereafter, process the rest of the transactions for March 2024. Okay, so we have our perimeter setup. This is all the information. This is all our information in our general ledger, our opening balances for the general ledger, as you can see. So if you are requested to do the opening balances on the general ledger, this is what they will be talking about. you need to focus only on these amounts, and then we are also giving our opening balances for our supplier schedule. These are our opening balances, and then customer schedule also, and then they're saying stock on 28 February 2024, which is the stock as you've seen before already, that our periods run from 1 March until 2025 February. So this is 28 February 2024, meaning these are previous year's amounts, previous financial periods amounts. So why are we giving these amounts? This is our opening balances for the year that we are about to process. Yeah. And then we are giving our early terms. They've already been set up, so most of all this information has already been set up. And then we have our additional parameter setup. This is all the additions that we need to make on our parameter setup. This is all the information that we need to take into consideration. So they've already set up everything for you guys, but then this is some of the information they left out so that they can be able to test you guys if you will be able to do all this information on your own. So yeah. So where are we? The same transaction for March. Okay, so this information, you need to read through all this information. What I'm looking for is when processing computerized source documents, select the option to display text percentage in the line entries, and then they're telling us our VAT is 15%. So please bear that in mind. And then going down, so please be sure to read through all this information, but then I won't be doing that because we want to make sure that we save as much time as possible on this on this video actually. Yeah. And then we have our opening balances. They're saying the information that we need to take into consideration when we are doing our take on balances, our opening balances. And then we have our credit note. So let's jump straight into our what we need to do actually, what we need to focus on. Yes, so this is what all that we need to do. So I'll be making videos doing all this, but then I won't be. So firstly, I'll start with our 1.11.1 and then drop a video. Okay, so this is 4 marks, this is 2 marks. So maybe I'll just mix the two and then make one video, and then I'll do our customer and then suppliers, kanjalo. I'll see how I do all that to make sure I minimize the time. But then I will do everything here. I'll try to make sure that I do everything on this question paper concerning our pastel. So hence why I'm saying please be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything else. I won't be posting all this in one day, but then I'll try to post as many as I can in a single day before the start of your examination, since we are preparing for your examination. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so today on this video I think I'll focus on our inventory journal and our inventory valuation for this year, period 1, using the last cost. Okay, so I think I'll do these two since already I've wasted so much time already. So as you can see, I've already wasted 8 minutes doing this video. So let me just do these two and then I'll post the video, and then the next video I'll focus on our customer, and then also I need to make a video doing our additional perimeter setup, showing you guys how to actually do your additional perimeter setup, because that is the most important, so that yeah, you'll see. Okay, so for now let me just do these two and then we will so going back to our information, okay, so our take on balances. So those are our take on balances. Let's read the information, what they're saying about our take on balances. They say use the information at point 1.1.5 above to process the opening balance of the inventory item on 29 February 2024 in the relevant journal. So as you've seen, 1.11.1 they said we must do what? An inventory journal, if I am not mistaken. So we will just say process and then our inventory journal, and then something like this should appear, and then we are doing the inventory journal for 29 February 2024, so meaning our last year. This is the last year's amount, so we need to process that on last year, which is period 12. so make sure that you click on period 12, which is last day. It's also written last day, so be sure to click on that, and then you just say okay, and then you can say tab. So we're using what? Information 1.1.5, which is our inventory. This is everything that we are selling as a business. So this is, and then they're showing us what is on hand. So they're showing us what is on hand, and then this is the codes for all our items. So as you can see, it's GE012 until 7, and then there's PL012, and then SA kanjalo kanjalo. So let's do this quickly. Let's try to do this quickly. Yeah, let's try to do this quickly. So let's see what they're saying concerning our settings. Make use of opening balance 1 as reference. Do not change the narration. So do not change the narration, meaning this information here, this is our narration, we should not change that. And then they said untick all the settings of the journal. Untick everything. So the settings, so when you come to settings, you will have something like this. So as you can see, they're saying repeat project. So we need to untick that, so because everything needs to be unticked. So everything, it is unticked, so I'm done with that. So now we can start with our first inventory. Okay, so yeah, our first inventory, which is this, and then we say tab our narration. They said don't change our narration, so we leave it as that. And then our reference, they said it needs to be opening balance 1. And then tab our in is the stock on hand, which is these amounts. Now we need to write these amounts, which is the 18. We're saying 18. We say tab, and then the second item is GE2. Then you say our narration again, don't change our narration, so we leave it as that. And then make sure you see that our date is 29/02/2024. So be sure that the date is correct also. And then our in, we are here, so we need to check 18, and then this one is 30. The second one, so as you can see, the second one is 30. So we say 30, and then we say tab. And then the third item, and then we say tab. So as you can see, our reference is balance 0. There is balance 1, because they said, I think they said it must stay the same. Make use of balance 1 as reference. So yeah. And then the third item is how many on hand? It's 40. And then say tab. The fourth one, I think it's 50, if I'm not mistaken. 54. So 54. Say tab. Then the fifth item is number 5. And say tab. And then how many on hand? 54. So we on 5, 35. And then the third one, the number 6 is 61. So 35 and 61. 35. Tab. Number 6, I think we're on number 6. Let me just confirm. Yes, 5, and then we're on 6. They said it's 61. Then tab. Number 7. So this is how you do your inventory journal. So number 7, they said it's 47, and the next one is 50. So 47 and 50. So 47 and tab, and then 47. So we're done number 7. So we're doing this. They said it's 50. 50. Then we say tab. We're doing number 2, PL number 2, and then you say tab. How many? 50 is 42, and then 25, 42, 42. The next one is 25, 25, tap, and then the next one, which is our last one, I think. Yes, I think I saw it was 35, which is 35, tap. Let's just confirm that quickly. Yes, the last one is 35. So that's how you do that. That's how you do that. And then let's see our information, what they're saying on our take on balances. They're saying antique, okay, print the inventory valuation. Okay, so print and update the page. So they're talking about the one that we are just doing just now. They said you must print and update, so I'll just say print the page. Okay, so I'll just save it on my Microsoft. I'll just save it as Microsoft PDF. And then where will I save this? I just say local school, then online classes. Let me just make a folder here. CFS. And 4. And yes, so I'll save everything on this. So this is our inventory journal. This is our inventory journal, and then I'll just say save. Okay, so let me just in brackets say it's 1.11.1, and then just save. Okay, so and then we need to update the page, so I'll just say update. Okay, so I'll show you guys everything after. I'll show you how it looks like after. So for now, let me just do this one quickly. Let me just do the second one quickly. The same, print the inventory valuation for period 1. So we need to print the inventory valuation. So how do you do that? You can just simply say we are printing, so you can say view. So when you are printing, always when they say you just print, you just say view. What are we looking for? Inventory valuation. So this is our inventory valuation, and then you can just say no, and then you'll have something like this. Now we need to follow the instructions as to how it needs to be printed. So they said valuation for period 1, tick this year. Okay, so let me go back. So this year has already been ticked, and then we are on period 1. So make sure that you're on period 1, and then what else? This year, and then tick show zero quantity. Tick 0 show 0 quantity, show 0 quantity, and then it's already ticked, and then they say tick use last cost, and then coming back, so use last cost, and then we just tick that, and then okay, going back to our question paper, and then also tick include unposted quantity. So we need to click unposted quantity. So our unposted quantity is already ticked, so let's just indicate here where what we need. So we need to print. So the first one is this, and then our start is GA1, and then our last item is the SA002. So just like that, and then I think we are done with everything. Let me just double check our question paper. So period 1 we tick this year, we showed 0, and then we tick the last year, and also this. So we are done with that part. Okay, so we can just say okay. So when you say okay, something like this, and then something like this will appear. So this is all your inventory valuation. So this is your inventory valuation. So this is what you need to print, guys. So this is what you need to print, and you can see your total here also. So we just say print, and then okay. So I'm printing to PDF, so as you can see, okay, I'll just print it here. So it's our inventory valuation. valuation. And then let me just indicate it's 1.11.2 if I'm not mistaken, in brackets, and then just like that, and I'll say save. Okay, now we are done. Now we are done with what? So what we were doing on this question paper, we were doing this. I will just show you. I will show you the results shortly. I will show you the results shortly of what we were doing. So we are doing our inventory journal and also our inventory valuation for this year period 1 using last cost. So at the end of that, when you're done with that, what you need to have is this. Let me just show you the results quickly. Okay, so let me just say total, and then my schoolwork, and then online, CFS. Okay, so the first one, you should have something like this. This is your inventory journal batch report, and then as you can see, we are in period 12, which is our last year. So all this information is extremely important. And then our narration also, as you can see, we didn't change anything on our narration, hence why we have all this information. And then what else, and then our balances, our on hand, that's everything. And then as you can see, our references balance, opening balance 1. Okay, so that's that. And then the second one, this is what we have. So this is the printer that you should have. As you can see also here on top, it says Tlotlo, because what when I started, I did my company perimeter setup. So all your pages will include this when you print out. So also this one does include, so that they can easily know who they are marking, whose paper they are marking, and all that, so that they can give you the relevant marks. So this is it for today's video, I think. So this is it for today's video. On our next session, on my next video, I will be doing your customer channel, and then also I will be doing your company perimeter setup, your additional perimeter setup, actually additional perimeter setup. So I will repeat, if this video is helpful to you guys, the least you could do is to give it a thumbs up, so that I know that I'm making the right impact, and be motivated to do more videos like this and make the right impact into the world. But if this video is not helpful to you guys, it's fine, even if you don't like. And then please be sure to subscribe, because as you've heard, I will be doing more videos like this. I will be doing the rest of this question paper, so be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that I will be posting. So yeah, from me to you guys concerning today's video, this is goodbye.